what is a Winnerwell Secondary Combustion Burner? It's a Winnerwell Secondary Combustion Burner, 3.5 inch. What they mean by 3.5 inch? The pipe size. So this will only work on a large Winnerwell stove. As you know, I've got the large Winnerwell Woodlander double view stove. So it's got the 3.5 chimneys, so we know this is going to fit. The normal size firewood that I buy here in the fertiliser bags, I can just grab a piece and they'll fit straight inside that oven without me having to bring an axe and cutting them up. And when you got a bad back, you know guys, you got to think of stuff like that. Now granted, it does weigh an extra 5 kilos over a medium, but the way I look at it is that extra 5 kilos is less stress on my body than swinging an axe around. And another thing is the accessories, the type of accessories you can get. And this is one here. So I showed you the smoker, the Winnerwell fast fold smoker. Today, I got something really interesting here, and it's this combustion burner. So let's have a look and see what it says about this on the packaging first. Winnerwell Secondary Combustion Burner generates more heat and reduces the heat loss with the same load of wood to greatly increase the heating efficiency. Simultaneously, it reduces the generation and emission of black smoke and sparks to make the combustion cleaner and to reduce the carbon footprint, which is more environmental friendly. Winnerwell Secondary Combustion Burner also functions as an extra cooking platform other than the stove top to offer more space for cooking. So it gives you cooking versatility, so you can do your coffee, brewing, stewing, boiling and frying can be achieved. It's made out of 304 stainless steel, so the same quality material as the other Winnerwell accessories and stoves. Dimensions in 360 mils length, 260 mil wide, 312 millimeters high. Pipe diameter, as I mentioned, 3.5 inch. So remember that guys, this is only compatible with your Winnerwell Nomad large or your Winnerwell Woodlander large. I think that's what it's called, is it? Woodlander, yes. Geez, I get some memory loss as you get older. So, net weight, 4.28 kilograms. So it's nice and light. Take a look at the manual, shall we? If there's anything here that it's missed. One thing I want to show you. So remember I mentioned it's got a separate combustion in here. So you can turn it on and off. So if you have a look here, right? See this lock slide here? That's on, and if I go to the right, let me show you up close guys. So this is how you can actually turn the combustion on and off. So you can actually set this up so it'll go through the combustion or without the combustion, okay? Now the tip with these, when you first turn these on, you want to turn the combustion off, which is over here. Then wait about 15-20 minutes. So when your stove is well lit, and you've got a good combustion going, you then turn it on, and then this makes it a lot more efficient. As you know, you can cook on the top, perfect for heating up as well, so you've got people sitting around. And another unique feature, and I'm going to show you this tonight, I'm going to fire it up and show you this, is that the inside this combustion chamber, it glows red. And then at night, you'll see this beautiful red pattern of all these trees. So I can't wait to see that. I think it's going to look awesome, guys. And we're going to test to see how long it takes to boil some water on a kettle when we sit on the top here. So that goes over your outtake, the chimney outtake on your Winnerwell stove. And there's the muffler output. So you can see, have a look. You can see here that's actually slightly offset. So it'll actually brings your chimney back around about, I don't know, what's that, half a foot or so? I think that's another really good unique feature there. As I mentioned, it says here, after 15-20 minutes of the normal combustion, secondary combustion burner air vent on the stove door should be kept fully open. Emission of the smoke will be greatly reduced. So we're definitely going to put that to the test. And if you have a look over here, it shows some ideas on how you can use this. I don't know if you can read that. If you want to pause, there we go. I'll bring it closer, guys, just bear with me. Okay, so you can have a look. This is the back page of the manual. So you're welcome to pause the video here and have a read on that. And this is the front page. So if you want more info on this, it's all here, guys. And there's some of the instructions on how to set it up, how to turn it up, and how to use it. And of course the other side, ideas on how to use this. So you can fry on this. There's enough temperature to fry on that. So it's around about 3 p.m. right now. So give it another 4-5 hours. We'll come out here, we'll fire this up. But before I do that, let's set it up now so it's ready for tonight. So here I've got my Winnerwell Woodlander double view 1G cook camping stove in a large size. If we're going to remove the chimney, and in its place, we're going to place the combustion, the secondary combustion burner, where the chimney slides down. So that fits perfectly there. Next, we shall replace the chimney back in its place. We've got a perfectly good cooking surface here. You can boil water, etc. on there. And of course, not to forget, we don't have to use that space up, guys, to boil the water, because we do have the 4.5 litre water boiler that connects onto the chimney as well. How easy is that to set up? Now, as I mentioned before, I'm going to fire this up tonight. I cannot wait. Honestly, the next 4 hours is going to be the longest 4-hour wait of my life, because I can't wait to see this thing put up its show tonight. I think it's going to look awesome. So keep tuned, eh? Won't be long. Well, in your case, guys, you'll only have to wait a few seconds, because it's pretty much going to pop up very shortly, the video on this fired up at night. I myself got about 4-hour wait. Yous have only got a few seconds to wait. 3, 2, 1, 0. Hey, welcome back. So it is about 3 hours later, guys, and not as dark as what I was planning on, but I couldn't wait any longer. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire this up now. So all I've done is I've put a couple of firelighters in. If you want to know what I'm using, currently I'm using these Samba ones that I got from Bunnings, and I got some timber kindling that I bought from Bunnings, and I got some firewood that's left over from the last time I went camping. Now, as per the instructions before, I made sure that this, hang on, excuse me, I make sure that this is turned off. Okay, that is now turned off. I've got the chimney fully open, and I'm going to now close the door. I'm going to now close the door, and we will give that about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we shall turn the combustion chamber on and see what difference that makes. So while that is catching a light, I've got a kettle here with about, yeah, that's starting to warm up now, that's getting quite hot. I've got a kettle here with just over a litre of water in it. So let's see how long that takes to boil. As you can see, we've got a bit of a dirty timber here. So that's the most I've seen this smoke. I've been firing this up every day ever since I purchased it. In fact, the next day after I purchased it, I had my stove, the Winnerwell stove, running for over 12 hours that day. So what it says in the instructions right now is that we need to let this run for 15 to 20 minutes, and then we turn the combustion chamber on, and that should just about eliminate this smoke. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good test. So it's probably been about 5 minutes now. We've still got some dirty smoke coming out here. And guys, what I think is happening here, with all this dirty smoke that you see here, but I mentioned the other day, some of the timber I had stored in the shed for some time is very dirty timber. So it's not burning very clean. And I've used a nice big piece of that, and also the kindling that I've purchased from Bunnings is a bit dirty. So what I've found, it takes about 10-15 minutes before the timber starts to burn clean. And I think that's why they tell you to not turn the combustion on for that first 15-20 minutes. Okay, I can see some bubbles starting to form there at the bottom there, so that's certainly got quite a fair bit of heat in there. And I can feel the heat is starting to generate from here right now. So this is going to be awesome in winter, where we all sit around here in our chairs. So as I mentioned before at the start of this video, guys, this is going to be the longest video that I reckon that's out there on YouTube land, at least on YouTube land, on this Winnerwell Secondary Combustion Burner. Now this is not going to be the only video, of course. There's going to be more videos on this as I learn to use it better and get the most out of it. But basically it looks pretty simple, but it's going to be really interesting to see the effect it makes. Particularly I'm using quite a fair bit of dirty timber here. It's going to be excellent test to see how well this will clean up that chimney smoke, the smoke that's coming out the chimney, because you can see behind me it's quite dirty. Well, it's actually starting to clean up now. No, it's not, I tell a lie. It's still very dirty smoke coming out of that. It's the worst that I've seen since I've fired it up. So tell you what, guys, picking the right timber makes a big difference. And by the way, do you like my new cap? Mate of mine, Ian, when he was down there in Bangkok, he came back just about a week or so ago, and he brought back a couple of presents for me. He made up a couple of t-shirts with my logos on it. I'm not wearing right now. Of course, what I'm wearing right now is the Legends of Charity 2024 down at Gumbara in August 2024. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go to the website, check out the website. It's at legendsforcharity.net, I believe, legendsforcharity.net. So you might have to put the www on the front, so it's actually www.legendsforcharity.net. So it looks like that fire is roaring now. Unfortunately, I can't see too much on the side here because there's a fair bit of black soot now because of that smoke was so dirty. But what I've found after a while, guys, and what I've found is that after a while, once it builds up a fair bit of heat, it looks like it burns most of that soot off. So then after about 20 minutes or so, we should have a clear view over there through the glass and have a good view of the fire. Now, it looks like to me it is starting to do around the edges. It's starting to clean out a bit, it's starting to burn off some of that soot, and I can see the flame there. So it's certainly well and truly developed, the flame there. So that didn't take long to get a hold of. You saw how easy that was to light up. Now let's have a look and see how we have got some bubbles that are just starting to form at the top there now, so it certainly gets hot enough. And the beauty of this is that now I've got two cooking surfaces. I could cook here and I can cook here as well. So I could have the kettle here and I could have a pot here, a fry pan, whatever. Something to boil water as well, and also I don't have to take up this space where this water is with the kettle. I've also got that 4.5 litre water container that hooks as part of the chimney, that hooks onto the chimney as well, that boils water, and that holds 4.5 litres as I mentioned. Right, so now it's 20 minutes later, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the combustion on and let's see what happens. So all I do is slide that forward onto the on, so it's got two positions, the on and off, and now let's see what happens. So what I'm guessing now is that the heat, although it's not very dark, so probably this would be more effective when I wait till it really is dark. What I'm guessing now is the heat. I can definitely feel that. Okay, I can feel the heat that's radiating out of this now. There's certainly more heat coming out of that. So I imagine this is going to glow soon, and when it glows, wait till you see what it looks like. We might help it along a bit and add another piece of timber in there. So this is a bit of timber I'm grabbing now that's out of the really bad bag of timber. That's what I love about this, guys. You saw that big piece of timber just fit straight in. I didn't have to use the firewood, the axe. That red flashing that you can see in the camera on the front of the combustion, that would be the auto-focusing mechanism, the infrared lights from the actual camera. So it auto-focus on that because that is very dark right there. It's practically pitch black out here in the back. I do have the back light on at the back of the house, but it's a very weak light. So it's hardly throwing any light whatsoever. I'm sure, I don't know if you can hear that, I'm sure that gives you a bit of an idea how hot that is at the top right now. So, I mean, that water was boiling before, but I've taken it off the boil quite some time ago, probably, I know, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and I've just placed it on there and it's pretty much taken it straight to the boil again straight away. So certainly plenty of heat generated out of there. And of course I've got it open. I'll close it temporarily. Let's see what difference that makes. So I'm going to take this off now. And let's open this back up again. It's good because you don't, I mean, I should be wearing gloves here, but I'm very careful. You can see how that's glowing, how hot that is, and that is hot there, but the actual switch to turn on and off the combustion is cool to the touch. As you can see, it's starting to glow, but I need to try to get more heat in here, and because honestly, because we're not using the best timber, it's made it a bit of a challenge. So sorry about that, guys, but I can't show you the potential how this looks from what I've seen on the video. I've got a couple of shots here I'll try to share with you, just at least showing the top row glowing. What I'm going to do is try adding some kindling here to try to get this flame up as a last resort, to see if we have any luck. I don't know about you, but this is quite fun. I'm enjoying this. It's like being out camping. I can't wait to go out camping and take all this with me. Alright guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to build up enough temperature in here, because that kindling, although it looks like we've got a decent fire going at the moment. Just let me... So that kindling is a little bit dirty itself. So even with the combustion on, there's a little bit of dirty smoke coming out. So I can imagine with the combustion turned off. So it actually, it definitely, I think I do notice a difference, that it cleans up the smoke, the amount of smoke. So less environment pollution. Whether this will make any difference, the size of this. But I suppose every bit helps. So unless there's any change, guys, unless I can get more temperature in here and really get this glowing, we'll call it that for that now. And I'm gonna do another video on this next time I'll go camping. Wait till the next series of videos and I go away camping using all this gear I have here. putting it all to use. I'll use it for cooking, boiling water, etc., and for warmth, heat at night time. So even though it's starting to warm up a bit, but the nights are a little bit cool. In fact, I can really feel the temperature, the heat coming from there. So this is going to be awesome for winter. So guys, as always, put a like, comment down below what you think of it, and subscribe please if you haven't. Help my channel, and till next time, look after yourself, be kind to everyone. Cheers, bye.